Hello guys, sorry it's drizzling a little bit where I am, so I have to use the umbrella to sort of do this recording. So last night, as I was following the whole election turnout, collation and everything, and immediately they announced APC as the winner, from what we know to be PDP leading to now APC all of a sudden, becoming the winner of the election in Edo. With everything that is going on social media, the PDP governors, the video even commenting, everybody tagging INEC Nigeria, they still went ahead and did what they did. My brother, yesterday, I gave up on Nigeria again. I've given up on Nigeria so many times. But yesterday, I gave up on Nigeria again. I don't know, I just don't understand what is the way forward. If we refuse to disintegrate that country and divide that country, everybody go their separate ways, what is the way forward? Is this how elections are run? Is this democracy? Are we just fooling ourselves and allowing this new method of grab it, take it by force, godfatherism to just take over the day? When the people are being punished daily with the increase of fuel, with all the suffer in Nigeria, you are telling me that APC won in Edo State, a state that voted massively for Labour Party, could not even come second or a distant third. You see, as far as the electoral laws have not been changed in Nigeria, as far as Yakubu Mahmood remains the INEC chairman, there is nothing that can be free, fair, or credible election in Nigeria. And everybody understands all the gimmicks, everybody understands all the rhetorics, everybody understands what is happening. Now, instead of us improving our democracy, we are going backward. We are continuously relegating Nigeria to go down as a country that is not democratic, not in any of their elections. Now, apart from the professor that was the returning officer for INEC in Abia State that refused the intimidation and the bribery, that declared Labour Party the winner of Abia State gubernatorial election, there is no state that you don't see vote buying, you don't see result mutilation, you don't see rigging, you don't see violence. Yesterday, early in the morning, already go to Mazitunde Notes page. You will see that you can see results that were not making sense. People that were accredited will be 200. People that they will write down that voted for APC will be 400. When will this stop? And let's be clear. Once there is vote buying, even if it's evidence of one vote buying, of course, INEC displayed about 8 people that were caught with their purse and the cash they were received. It is no longer free. What you call free, fair, and credible election has never existed in Nigeria. The word free means there is no vote buying. There is no money exchanging hands. APC agent said on national TV, on an interview with Shehu Akimbaloyi on Politics Today yesterday, that Governor Obaseki was seen with Ghana must go bags come into the collation center. Now, PDP on their own part is claiming that, including the PDP gubernatorial candidate, which Asu Godalo, also claimed that the collation centers were moved from the local government all to INEC headquarters for the collation, and their party agents were refused entry. And that is when him and his deputy came there, and also we are, I don't know whether they were allowed entry or refused entry as well, that made Governor Obaseki to want to come there. So all these accusations, counter accusation, is this how to run an election in 2024? For what it's worth, with all these evidences, INEC should be scrapped. That commission is useless. Pointless, waste of money, waste of effort. I don't see any reason whereby we should be claiming that we have, that we have a commission whereby we can't run an ordinary election. So I'm saying this to say, is instead we go for revolution, or we join people like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who keep insisting that Nigeria should be divided, or we go to military rule. Because this thing we call democracy is turning into an abysmal, corruption-ridden show of force, nonsensical, boastful activity that people do for the fun of it. And all these monies that are being wasted has to come from somewhere. And guess where it comes from? You saw Akpabio in Edo State. Is Akpabio from Edo State? No. Is he the party chairman? No. He came there to bring the money that will be used to financier that election so that APC will win. And that's why you saw that useless guy that cannot even speak English kneeling down to thank him. That is godfatherism for you. And you know it doesn't stop there. Once he starts getting his money, he has to return the money to the godfathers. That's the business. Now, let's not make mistakes. Anybody can help you get into politics. But now when you get into politics or get into power, you have to pay back the money. And that is why it becomes difficult for the person that is paying the money back to the godfathers to be able to work. Why you see Labour Party working is because Labour Party in Abia State does not have any godfather. So he has to use all the money that he's making for the people, or the allocation he's getting for the people. But when you have a state that has godfather, like in the case of Abia State, when Ojus Okalo put Okezie Ikpeazu in power, the man couldn't do anything. He said he will give 15 naira to women that give birth in the maternity ward. Because by the time he pays godfathers, money don't finish. Now, there is something you guys need to understand about Nigeria political system and how election works. It's either you are anti-people and you work for the godfathers, or you work for the godfathers. Yes, it's either you are anti-people or you work for the godfathers. You work for the people and you are anti-god. You cannot do both, because everybody is scrabbling for that monthly allocation. Now, this is it. When you see people like Alex Otti, and you hear people like the deputy speaker of the House of Assembly that was challenging Alex Otti that he will not get a second term. The reason they are doing that is because he is working for the people and he is anti godfatherism or these political gladiators. When you look at Peter Mbah of Enugu State, working for the people, getting all this enmity and attacks, for the records, Governor Peter Mbah is the CEO of Pinnacle Oil. 2 of his fleet stations have been burnt down recently because the man is working for the people, right? The people that put you in power do not want you to alleviate the poverty in the land. They want you to keep the people poor. So when you start working, they will fight you tooth and nail. Go to all the states that you see little movement or little development. They fight the governors tooth and nail. They rather you bring that money, share it amongst themselves. They protect you and they count you among their royal servants. Once you start working for the people, they will fight you tooth and nail. They will want to bring you down. And that is why we must always protect those people or those governors that they say it has a lot of political enemies. When you have all these political enemies, it's because you are not doing their bidding. So when they say Governor Obaseki is a betrayer, blah, 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 this is the only governor that single-handedly built a refinery for Edo State. This is the only governor that before they increase the minimum wage, he increases the minimum wage for his state. He is the only governor, the first governor to start paying 70,000 naira to his workers. That is the same governor all of you are accusing. He's in PDP, but he's supposed to be obedient. He's the same person you guys are accusing of being a betrayer. Why wouldn't he be a betrayer? Because he wants to work for the people. Now they have successfully put in. I have a friend in Edo State, Peter. He said that Edo, some parts of Edo are tapping lights. There are some places that have uninterrupted power supply or limited, interruption in their power supply because of the refinery and power plant that Governor Baseke built, and he supported PDP in this election. So why is it that we are always against people that work for Nigerians? And all these people that are still collecting 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira, on a pay never do now. Any election that have vote buying is no longer free. The word free, fair, and credible should only be used when there is no vote buying. In the case there is rampant vote buying, both from PDP and APC, all of them, and otherwise, there is no reason to call it free. And our umpire INEC is useless, should be scrapped, don't have any integrity, no respect whatsoever. Why are you moving the collation center? Why are you refusing PDP agents to come in? And then if you go to the judiciary, of course, Jagaban, Tinubu himself, the only man that is the strong. I was having a conversation yesterday with some friends, and what they told me was that nobody can challenge Tinubu in Nigeria, nobody. The only man that any sphere is a big player. He's there in Muslim, he's there in Christian, he's there on the streets, he's there in education, he's there in what do you call it? If you want Arboro style, they give you. If you want judiciary, he's there. If you want legislation, he's there. He's just everywhere. He's now in oil. He's in government money. He's in business. Every angle he has people. In fact, he's in every party. He has Lamido faction in LP. He has Wike in PDP. He's the strong force in APC. He can even have some people in other parties, other small parties. Jagaban himself. I don't know the strategy he used, but all I know is that he wants to be in every space. Spiritually, physically, talk way, anyhow you want it, he's there. But one thing must be clear. A good name is better than power, wealth, and everything. There was a time PDP was running almost the whole Nigeria. And what happened today? Today is the turn of APC. There will be a time also, APC and all their gladiators and political and timber and caliber men and whatever they are will also sit back and watch the new ones take over. And one thing I want to assure them, when you sit down in your house and at your old age and reflect on your life, make sure you don't have so much regrets about the stupid actions you take. We have great leaders in Nigeria where people remember for their good deeds. But these recent leaders of APC are nothing to write home about. I'm going to stop here by advising and soliciting that the British government should come and help us run INEC Nigeria. Yakubu Mahmood and their stupid commissioners are incapable of running a free, fair, and credible election, including the Nigerian police and military. All of them are corrupt, A to Z, including the judiciary and legislature. We need the British to come and show us how elections are run with minimal cost and run that election for us. If it is Nigerians are corrupt by nature. They cannot, including their professors of their university, have people of reputation and integrity. And this is where I rest my case. I don't tire for Nigeria. I'm tired of talking about Nigerian politics because we are our own problem. With all the churches and mosques and religion, all of us are very, very corrupt, evil, wicked people, heartless people.